Hello, Internet people. This is Andy again. Welcome to Exploring the Holos. Today, I got a little bit of a rant. I just went to the pharmacy, and this needs to be adjusted a little bit. There you go. I just went to the pharmacy, and after having issues with my wife's medication last week, they wanted $3,200 for that medication, and their the insurance company, their excuse was there was a difference in the dosage. The dosage was raised, so they would not cover it if it was that high of a dosage. Well, nothing changed. It's a new year. It's January, so they start pulling this crap like they just start making things up. Why they won't cover things, and then when you go try to call them, first of all, they start to give you this long holding where you're holding for like a half an hour and you have to listen to this terrible music, and it's constantly telling you that you can do all this online. Well, if you just have a question, you can't really ask a question online. I don't know if maybe they have like a chat that pops up or whatever, but that's I just want to talk to a person. And it's really distracting when the dog has to be shaking or drinking all the time, and he didn't do anything all day. So I think he's done now. All right, so this, that was a big pain in the butt. So then this week I go to pick up the replacement drug, and because they weren't going to go. I found out that they are going with the expensive drug, just a lower dose. So then they're also adding another drug because the doctor thinks that she needs to be on it. And in my opinion, I don't think she needs to be on all these drugs, but I'm not a doctor, so I would question it if it was me. So I go to pick it up for her, and they want almost $600 for 1 month of remedies.
Guardians.
And I'm like, no, put it back. I'm not paying that. So it's stressful. And then I had a prescription, and I think Tuesday or Wednesday they were giving me notifications on my phone that this prescription is ready. My prescription. So when I went to pick up my wife's, I remembered, oh yeah, I got this notification. So of course I tell the girl, and she's like, that's not ready yet. I can have it ready for you if you want to wait. And I'm like, I can't wait. I got things to do. All these things are supposed to be ready. I don't understand why they send out the notification if it isn't ready. And this has happened to me in the past. And it's so frustrating because now I went at 4 o'clock and I couldn't even get into the parking lot. People were like blocking traffic in the street because this goddamn drive-through was 20 cars long. I don't understand why they can't have a family's prescriptions ready at one time. How difficult is this? I had my dog. I can't go in the store. I can't leave him out in 20-degree or teen, whatever the hell it is now, weather. And there's nothing I can do about it. We need to change. This is what I'm trying to say. We need to change the system. We need to stop voting for these Democrats like Joe Biden, who are not going to do anything. What he's done so far has made it completely clear to me that we need to send a message to the Democratic establishment that we are not going to settle for these candidates who are going to cower to the corporations anymore. We need a more progressive Democratic coalition because shit is just getting worse. And I'm in the middle of a contract negotiation right now where it sounds like I'm probably not going to get more than $2 an hour raise. And with my health insurance going up and the cost of these medications going up, I end up coming out less. And, I vote for Democrats and they don't change anything. They didn't raise they didn't raise the minimum wage like they said they were going to. All these things that they promise, they're not doing because we get a corporate Democrat who just wants, and nothing made it clear to me than when the when the railroad workers were on strike. The Democratic Congress and the Democratic president sided with the railroad companies against the workers. That's not right. That's not the type of government official I vote for. And maybe the Democrats just need to lose until they get this through their fucking skull. That they need to put up Democrats who are going to pick the voters over their lobbyists. It makes me incredibly angry. I didn't become this type of person and join this group that I'm in because I didn't want to make a change. These things have been happening to me since in the year 2000. I had a good job, right? And I lost it because the union wasn't going to allow the workers at that company to pay for their health care. Because before that, the company paid for it. And this company had a couple of plants in Canada. So you know what they did? They just sent those jobs to Canada. That way, the Canadian government paid for that health care. I lost my job. This stuff is more important than whether or not drag shows are happening or what M&Ms are wearing or Mr. Potato Head or all this other fucking culture war shit, this wokeness that the media cares about. And it makes me so angry that they want to distract people with this bullshit when there is serious issues. There's homelessness. There's children starving because they can't get any food. I mean, during COVID we had where kids would get free food because of COVID, and that expired. So now I don't know if they're not getting food or they're just going in, their parents are going into debt because they can't afford it. But come on, it's time that we made this country, it's time that we brought this country to the top again. America first, but not like they think. We need to be first in education. We need to be first in taking care of our citizens. We need to be first in life expectancy. Did you know that the United States is equal with Cuba in life expectancy? And I thought they were like a third world country. I thought they didn't have the resources we had. The reason is because they have like Medicare for all. They take care of their citizens. They don't ever have to miss a doctor appointment because they can't afford it. The government pays for it. And these people, despite them living in poverty, they live just as long as we do. It makes me question a lot of things about this country. So long story short, what we need to do is we need to have a more progressive shift in our government and our society as a whole. We need to move away from this capitalism because it's not really democracy anymore. All the decisions are made by corporations because they just pay the politicians. I don't know how I can we all need to educate people in our own families. All of you watching, if you can please do that for me. Find somebody in your family who doesn't understand that their politicians are being bought by corporations. We need to pick our politicians better. Politicians who are going to not be in it for the money and the fame and the following on social media. I mean, especially the Republicans right now. All they care about is making a name for themselves. They don't care at all about the people who voted for them. It's ludicrous. It's like a reality show in our government right now. And we need to move away from capitalism and move towards a meritocracy where the smartest, the most compassionate, the best qualified people are picked to lead our government. Not these dumb people who just have a lot of money or are very popular or have the right connections. That doesn't get us anywhere. We need people who actually want to help the people of this country. And we're not going to do it with capitalism. Capitalism it's dying. It's going to slowly fade, and it's going to split. We're going to have two choices. We either go into a meritocracy or we go into like a I don't know what they call it, where you got one leader, and kind of like Russia was, it's all these rich billionaires just telling that one leader what to do and then paying him. Or an autocracy where that leader just has total control. And I don't think Trump ever wanted total control. I think he just wanted to get rich, and that's not good either. We got to get rid of all these people who just want money. I understand you need money to live, but when you get to a certain point, I mean, how much money is enough? There's got to be a way to get the lobbying out of our government and find people who wouldn't even accept bribes. That's what I want. This is Andy. This is Exploring the Holos. I hope you didn't hate my rant. I'll have something totally different for you next week. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Share this all over. And have a great week. Love you all. Love you all. Bye.